Is there really any better sound in cooking than that? And any look than that? Or any bite than that? Man. But before all that starts, you gotta start here. Let's take those steaks the night before. We're gonna take some good coarse salt. I used coarse sea salt from Morton's and pour that right over top. You wanna be generous with it. I know this might look excessive, but if you go to any good steakhouse, they're heavy on the salt, and that's a key to this recipe. And then my favorite steak seasoning, some McCormick's Montreal seasoning. Some garlic, some black pepper, and some other great flavors in there too. Go heavy on this as well. We want to get these steaks nice and perfectly seasoned so that flavor is just unbeatable. Then I'm going to take my fork and I'm going to push that salt and those seasonings right down into that steak so we really get a great crust on there as it sits and works its magic overnight. And again, you want to push it down nice and firm so we don't lose any of those seasonings when we go to flip these steaks over and cook the other side. Now these are T-bone steaks. You can tell by obviously that T-bone, they are both New York and filet. So you got New York cut on one side, and then you got filet on the other. Now I'm just going to put them into my big glass casserole dish, flip them over so that we can season the other side. We want to make sure both sides are seasoned, and that salt is going to help tenderize that meat overnight and then seal in the moisture as well. And I'm just going to speed it up here so it doesn't take so long. Again, I want to get it nice and seasoned. Both sides, every bite is going to be so phenomenal. It's going to have a little bit of a spice to it and just an unbeatable flavor characteristic that you and your loved ones are sure to totally enjoy. And again, we're pushing those seasonings down. It's going to create a crust, just like when you have your prime rib or something like that. You have that nice crust of seasonings, and this is going to be no different. So then we're going to go in the fridge for about 24 hours. And then to start off, we've got our cast iron on high. Cast iron is good over top. And just go ahead and sear the sides of the steak first. It's important to do the sides first. Just to create a seal, lock in some of that moisture once we sear the bottom and the top of the steak as well. So cast iron on high. You just go about 1 minute on each side to get that sear started. So face down. I like to go face down on high heat for about 2.5 minutes, 2 to 2.5 minutes on each side. Get a nice strong sear going there. As you can see, we got that sear. Then we push it down a little bit with the tongue. Really test that steak with the iron. Get that sear strong. After that, almost get to the point you want it. Now on a T-bone, or porterhouse that well, kind of get the way the sear so it makes it slightly uneven. So if you push down all over again, it'll help make that sear a little bit more even on your steaks. And from here, just want to take it out back into our cast iron pan. Simple as can be. Look at that beautiful sear. Look at all that delicious flavor. Alright, so now we're going to go in the oven at 400 degrees. Now I want medium rare. So I'm only going to go for about 6 minutes for medium rare. Now if you want a little bit more well done, don't talk to me. Just kidding. You can go about 8 to 10 minutes if you want medium or a little bit more well done. Either medium or well done if you want well done. Most people want to do it that way, but you probably go about 10 to 12 minutes. And then from here, it's been 6 minutes, so we're going to take it out, set it on Dad's fancy cooling rack, otherwise known as the stove. You can't afford a real cooling rack, you got to pay for all the kids' stuff, so we use the stove instead. Just kidding. Alright, so from here, let's take a cut and see how we are looking. Now it's cooled a little bit. We let it sit for about 15 minutes to really lock in those juices, cool off a little bit. Look at that, perfect medium rare. Dad nailed it, of course, like dads always do, right?
I'm one happy dad. This is my favorite cut of steak in the world, done just the way I like it. Melts in your mouth, perfect.